Welcome to Stand Comedy Theater. It's time for Dear Abby WTF. Please welcome already on stage, it's Dear Abby WTF.
I told you they're super bright.
That's brave.
This takes me back to getting pulled over every time, and like trying to act sober. Well, not anymore because I don't
Times
drink.
like these.
Yeah. How are you guys doing? We got a special guest host this weekend or this
Hello.
month. Please welcome Dana Bryant. Dana, how
Hello.
the hell are you?
I'm good.
How have you been?
It's been a good week or so. I've been
Yeah.
celebrating my birthday
I was
like
saying,
all week
can we say a
long.
belated happy birthday?
Yeah, thank you.
How are you?
Happy birthday.
I really hate that
Thank
I
you.
missed the whole. I was following along in the group chat or the whatever.
The event page.
Yeah, the event page. I'm all. I'm old. Okay. I'm all, what do you kids call it? I was following the.
Well, it's on Facebook, so I don't know if it's
following
kids
the
so much
forum.
anymore.
Yeah. Looked like a good time. Are you
Yeah.
gonna do that again next year?
I don't know. I get this weird thing around my birthday where I was like, I just want to hide in a hole and hate myself and be alone. But then I'm like, no, because everyone else is doing cool shit, and I don't want to like not be able to like coerce my friends into doing something I like.
I don't think you coerced them. It looked like
No.
they were there. It looked like they were happy to be there.
Oh yeah, it was fun, but it was great because since it was karaoke and it was my birthday, I could just put in as many songs as I wanted, and it'd be like, you can't tell me no, bitches.
How many did you do?
Probably like 5.
Which one did you absolutely murder? Where you were just like, God, you just like dropped the mic when you walked away.
I don't know, like I'm really bad at like saying that I'm good at anything. But I was like, I've always wanted to try to sing "It's All Coming Back to Me Now" in karaoke, and I was like, you can't tell me no, like because it's my birthday. So that was pretty fun.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, Dana, vocalist extraordinaire. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
sure. You
Yeah.
know,
Also confident.
Yeah.
right?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.
So let me introduce our guest this week. We have Greg. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing well yourself.
I'm good. How have you been?
I've been well.
I haven't seen you in
It's
a minute.
Pride Month.
Yeah. Have you seen you at a mic lately? How's everything going?
Yeah, no, for the first week of Pride Month, I rode a bike all the way from SF to LA.
Did
Whoa.
you? How did you guys do that? And I was so confused because like for the longest time I thought you and Jessica were doing the same event.
No,
But you weren't.
Jessica was doing Tahoe and she did incredible. Jessica's a badass, by the way.
Yeah, she's all right.
You need to see her on a bike. She is one of the best people I've ever seen on a bike. She's better than me.
Well, I see her legs and like yeah.
It's incredible. No, I could not compete. Like she and I rode once together, and she was way ahead of me the whole time. I was
Really?
like, yeah. I was like, hot fuck.
She was telling me this week that she had to trade in her nice carbon fiber bike for like a regular bike, and she was dying.
Oh, I think because she was borrowing a bike.
Yeah, she
I
was
think that's what
borrowing
it
a
was.
bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, she had a really nice bike, and I was like, damn. She had like the Apple computer of bikes. That's what she had. And then I don't know what bike she has now, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
That happened to me too.
So that's why she dusted you because she had a good bike.
I mean, that could be it, but
Yeah.
no.
How long have you been riding?
Since realistically, I've been riding since I was 15, but in a semi-competitive level since 2019.
Oh, really?
So that's more like the last 6 years. I actually was a spin instructor for a little while, and yeah, that's why my legs look so good.
Okay. All right. And are you training for another big ride or?
I haven't decided yet. This was a pretty intense ride. It was
So how did you guys do that? You don't do it all in one day. What do you do? Do you
No, we
sleep on
do
the road?
7 days, and we're tenting in between at 6 checkpoints along the way until we get to Santa Monica.
So you're riding how many miles a day?
On average, about 80 miles a day.
And then not sleeping comfortably.
I slept very comfortably. I was very comfortable. I love those 10s. Everyone's like, Greg, your ass almost hurt. I was like, no. I was sitting on some dicks on the night. It was great. I loved it.
So it was a good time.
That was amazing. I
All
love
right.
gay people.
Like
yeah.
like how did you get to LA? Because I'm just imagining like the grapevine and going, oh fuck, I wouldn't want to bike that.
No, literally. So what they do is they pave off they make sure that all the roads are cleared, and they indicate to drivers like, hey, this area, bikes. So they put cones. They make it very safe for everyone. That's what I loved about it. They made it very safe. That
so
was like the
cool.
biggest priority.
So you're actually riding your bike
Yeah.
on the freeway?
On the freeway.
How cool is that?
It was amazing. It was wonderful. Tons of gay people, tons of queer people,
Uh-huh.
tons of trans people riding bikes.
Was it a gay themed ride, or you would just happen to be?
Well,
in
it's
that
for
group?
it's for the AIDS life cycle.
Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
it's specifically towards helping those. It's providing access to preventative measures for
Uh-huh.
HIV, as well as combating the stigma of HIV.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
all
There's
of
still
that.
a stigma.
There's absolutely a
Yeah.
stigma. There's definitely people who are like they're HIV positive and they don't want to tell people. They're afraid. They think they'll be stigmatized, that people won't date them. And I'm like, I love all of you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Gigi, how are you?
I'm doing really good, actually.
And no bike ride? No.
She looks good though.
I'm gonna pass on the bike. I'm passing on the bike rides.
I mean, I've seen bikes in person before, but
I've seen a bike.
no, like I used to bike all the time when I was like younger.
I
but
biked when I was in high school.
my personal philosophy is like, biking is just, I think it's kind of rude to our like forefathers and stuff. Like they didn't have the privilege of cars and stuff, and
Like,
so if
yeah.
we don't use cars, it's just kind of like a middle finger to them. So,
Aside from Jessica and Greg, the only people I know who bike because they have DUIs.
sure, no, that's fair.
And
As I'm drinking.
all right. And Dana, back to you. How was your birthday? Tell us about your birthday again.
We sang karaoke and then went to the bar. It was great.
What movie were you guys talking about?
We were talking about Saltburn.
Saltburn?
Yes.
Saltburn.
Is it a recent movie or old movie?
Yeah, it's pretty
A
recent.
few, like just a
a
couple
couple
years ago.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a scary movie? 'Cause I know Dana
It's
likes
not scary.
Dana likes scary
Well,
movies.
It's not scary.
No,
I wanted it
it's
to be scary,
it's
but it was
intense.
sexy.
It's
Oh.
it's intense and definitely quirky, weird. Like I will warn you that like the main character is Irish.
Wait. What's the problem with Irish?
well, it's also the guy that cheated on that pop star.
Yeah, exactly.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Oh, is that guy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
No. I'm
The
saying
guy that cheated on her and then released the video?
yeah, it's Irish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just I'm just saying like that's like movies are like what like over an hour and a half, and that's like an accent, so like you kind of have to listen to that for like an hour and a half. Like
Rough.
just
Subtitles?
Yeah, no, that helps. No, it's, but it's just a bizarre movie because I watched it with my roommate. We were doing like a queer movie marathon because we started with Brokeback Mountain, then we watched.
Of course you did.
That I've never seen it. And then I really hadn't. Then we watched Saltburn, and then we watched Call Me by Your Name.
I love how Saltburn made that list.
Right.
I didn't vote for it. My roommate wanted to see it, and I told him like it's not that gay. I'll be honest, it's not.
It's kind of fetishy, like fucking some dirt. I love that.
Yeah, but that's not gay. Well, because it's a guy's grave, so I guess I guess
every time I
kinda.
have sex with a guy, he's fucking dirt.
Well, he eats out a girl at one point. That's factually not gay.
So, all right, Saltburn. I'm going to add it to my...
I liked it. It's a good movie. I really did like it.
I discovered, not that 1,000 people didn't already know it, but like I, for myself, recently discovered Tubi.
Yes,
They've got every great 80s movie
absolutely.
in the world on Tubi. And I don't know why it's so much more satisfying to watch something on Tubi than it is on Netflix.
They have one of my favorite.
Tubi and chill.
Yeah, they have one of my favorite horror movies on there. It's called May. Came out in the early 2000s. Really well done. It has Anna Faris in it. It's really good. It's just about this girl who was.
Anna Faris did a horror film? I almost said porn. Anna
Yeah.
Faris did horror?
Well, she famously did a series of movies with the word "scary" in it.
Okay, yeah. We knew that.
But yeah, no, she was in a. It's about this girl who was like kind of an outcast and just kind of learning. She's like really awkward and shit. And Anna Faris plays this like lesbian veterinarian who's into the main character.
Ooh.
Anna Faris, SNL Anna Faris. Is that?
She was.
You're thinking of Anna Gasteyer.
No.
She's a little blonde. She was in like The House Bunny. Used to be married to
The
Chris
scary
Pratt.
movies.
She's in all the scary movies.
Why
she was
am I
married to Chris
confusing her
Pratt.
with an SNL
Married to-
person?
Well, there was an SNL person named Anna Gasteyer in
No,
the early
it's not
2000s,
Gasteyer.
but oh.
Anyway, I'm old. It's not Dear Abby this week. This month it's
Dear Reddit.
it's Reddit, Am I the Asshole? Are you guys familiar with this concept, with this thing called Reddit?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I am not a Reddit person, but like I realized that if I wanted to like keep up with the kids, I needed to get on the Reddit, and I've been doing it a little bit. And Nicole has been pushing. Nicole, who's not here today, who was just feeling under the weather, had been suggesting doing the "Am I the Asshole" letters for the longest time, and we did it last month, and it was a lot of fun. Normally, what we do is we read old Dear Abby letters from like the 50s and 60s, but I think we had done them all. Like there was no
Sure.
there was no
women could
letters
only
left
write
to
so
do.
much back then, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, exactly.
Well, they only had like 2 or 3 topics back then. Now it's game on.
And also, I'm sure they had to send them all to Abby herself, and then she like cherry picked which ones you wanted to use. But like with Reddit, anyone and everyone can post, and they're all there.
Yeah. Do you post on Reddit, Dana?
No, but I'm familiar with the "Am I the A-hole?"
Okay.
Just because they fascinate me, and I like to talk to myself out loud of like what my advice is, and no one's there to listen. But
Do you respond with your advice?
to myself, yes, out loud.
Oh, to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. all right.
I'm with Dana on this. This is a subreddit that I do follow, but it's one of those things I just sort of read it to just sort of see what else is going on in people's lives.
Do you read it to like? Sometimes I'll read stuff like this just to feel better.
Yeah,
about,
no, that is
Yeah.
a big
Oh,
that is
okay,
a
all
big
right.
part of it. I will be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Greg, do you read this kind of stuff just to feel better about yourself?
I don't necessarily read it, but I watch like people on TikTok read these, and TikTok knows me too well, and it's like Greg wants the drama, so it definitely. I've definitely seen these. I love Reddit. I will post on Dungeons and Dragons. You might see me. I'm a loser like that. It's fine. But yeah, I love Am I the Asshole?
All right. Well, we've got 4. What are they called on Reddit? Posts, threads,
Yeah.
Posts.
blogs,
Yeah.
posts. Okay, so we've got
Diatribes.
4 Reddit letters. I don't know if you guys were able to scan them beforehand. But we each read one, and then we just kind of talk about them for a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. Does anybody want to volunteer? I feel like a teacher. Does anybody want to volunteer to read first?
This feels like fourth
I
grade.
can,
Okay. Gigi, you had your hand up first. Greg just spoke without raising his hand. I'm just kidding. Do you have?
Flagellate me like my teacher. It's fine.
Do you have one? We don't have to go in order. You can read whichever one you want.
I can read the first one.
You want to go with the first one? All right.
Yeah.
First letter. Am I the asshole? Go ahead.
Letter 1. Am I the asshole for making my daughter leave because my husband is attracted to her? I, 55 female, have been married to my husband and my daughter's stepdad, 63 male, for 4 years. My 23-year-old daughter and I have a complicated relationship. She's been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. She has a lot of trauma from watching me and my ex-husband's, her father's, horrible marriage go down. I thought that having her live with me while she finishes school and gets a job would help heal some childhood wounds if my second husband and I modeled a healthy relationship. My husband started acting distant from me, and my daughter complained that his eyes lingered for too long. Finally, my husband admitted he's attracted to her, and it's hard to be around her all day. He said she was a walking temptation and said that's why he was avoiding sex with me. So I gave my daughter money to stay in an extended stay hotel and asked her to utilize her college's emergency financial and housing resources they have for students in need. I'm not abandoning my daughter. She qualifies for those resources anyway since my ex is unemployed and we are in substantial debt. I just need time to process the situation and don't want to leave my house to stay with my daughter when I have a marriage to figure out whether or not to save. That is a lot.
Lot to unpack here.
I want to
Greg,
ask so
you've
many
got
questions.
stuff to say. Go
Well, I
for
want to
it.
ask so many questions. Like, at what age did he come into her life? Like 23? That's pretty young.
Oh, so you're saying he's been checking her out since she was...
I don't know. I want to know.
Let's do the math. They've been married for 4 years.
Wait, she said that?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
top.
So they've been married for 4 years. So let's say he courted her for 2. So let's say
Yeah.
they've known each other for 6.
At that
So-
age, they probably knew each other for like
No,
3 months.
that's some. I don't like that. I don't like the math on this.
Well, yeah, no, it does bother me.
Okay.
Like what?
Yeah, okay, so then
Oh,
let's
I
just say
see.
19 when she entered his
When the-
life.
right.
That's the only legal way for him to enter her life.
That's
Right.
barely legal.
But
Exactly.
I'd just like to say that if you married someone's mom or dad after you've turned 18, they don't get to call themselves your stepmom or your stepdad.
Yeah.
You are a grown-ass adult now.
Yeah,
You're calling
I'm
them by
with
the
you on
first
that.
name.
Right.
That's it.
I'm with.
Steve.
You may call me
No,
Carol.
That's Steve.
No, his
He's
first,
over there.
No, his first name is that's him, officer.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys familiar with dissociative identity disorder?
Yes.
Multiple
But yeah, but why is
personalities.
that relevant? Like they literally like popped it
Well,
in.
I think she wants to blame it on something. She's looking for something to blame.
Was she disassociating?
Because
I'm
that's
confused.
that's when you have like a system of personalities, right? And
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
the-
is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the updated name for multiple personality
Okay, well,
disorder.
does any of the personalities want to sleep with a stepdad?
This
'Cause
is,
I don't think
this
so.
is dissociative identity disorder, previously called multiple personality disorder, is usually a reaction to trauma as a way to help a person avoid bad memories.
So she's saying she traumatized her
Oh.
daughter before,
So
and now
mom's
she's like,
not been a good mom
No.
No.
for a hot minute.
I guess I'm just curious. Like, were there situations like where the father was like thinking it? Like, did she have a problem with like getting stuck in the dryer a lot as a kid, or like what happened there?
well, apparently it was a horrible marriage.
No, I agree. I'm just like obviously I think we're all in agreement that dad's like a monster. That's I think we're all.
The
in
mom seems like an
agreement here.
Aquarius.
This is the dawning of the.
So, but the rough part here is that finally my husband admitted he's attracted to her, and it's hard to be around her all day. And she wants to see if this marriage is worth saving.
That is so. I'm blown away by that. That she thinks that there's still there is still saving in the like. I think after that I would just like pack up he's a stepdad. I would just say like pack up your shit and go. Like
I
that's.
don't know. She saw Precious and took notes.
Oh,
It makes me think that like, is he afraid he's gonna bang the mom and yell at the daughter's name? Is that like?
I always noticed he pushed her on the swing a little too hard.
This is always the excuse, right? Well, someone else is too attractive, so I can't be faithful to you. I'm sorry, honey. It's not my fault,
yeah.
Just
they're-
leave him. Leave him.
right?
No, just leave him.
So, okay, so I'm gonna. Do we all agree that he's the asshole? That she is definitely.
Yeah.
I think they both are.
She sounds like she is going through trauma.
I do think the mom is kind of leaving out details about her because she doesn't want it to come off as blatantly like she's also part of the problem. Like obviously the dad's in the wrong, no doubt about it. But I think the mom's kind of withholding like info from us.
Yeah, if we were gonna try to save anything here, we want to try to save the daughter.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
of course, of
if
course.
he's
We're on the daughter's side.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very.
like if this is a problem
Oh,
with their
daughter.
marriage, kick the husband out. Like make him go stay at the extended day hotel. Like she's always gonna be her mom, but she doesn't always have to be married to that guy.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think this marriage is gonna last?
Last well,
If they
like
voted for Trump, yes.
No, it's just.
she might not leave, but it might not be a good marriage.
Yeah,
I
we
just-
should add that to this round. Did they vote for Trump?
That is
She did.
Oh, for sure.
Of course.
She looked past all the bad details. She's like, I'm gonna stick by him.
I'm-
The daughter
I'm-
didn't, but the parents definitely
Oh
I'm-
yeah,
I'm-
yeah.
Which personality of the
The
daughter?
daughter was at the march today.
You know which one? Like,
I guess I'm just surprised that this mom has access to internet. Like I think that's issue one.
she figured it out. She figured out Reddit. Good
Oh,
for her.
she goes to the public library to go on Reddit, but
She's like, I have to go. My card is running out.
Her husband doesn't let her have access to the internet. Okay. We could tell.
Okay, so we're gonna say mom is the asshole and the marriage not gonna last, or probably is gonna last, but it's wrecked already.
yeah, Thanksgiving's just gonna be ruined.
He's gonna die soon. He's 63.
Hey,
That's a good point.
I'm so sorry, Jesse. I don't know how old you are. I'm gonna assume you're like a 38.
53.
You didn't have to say it. I said 38.
38's really nice of you.
My mom always does this thing where she's like, "Did you hear this person died? They were 70. They were so young." And I'm like, "Mom."
70?
Well, it's like the other day, my dad texted me. He said, "Hey, it's George H.W. Bush's birthday," and I was like, "That'd be cool if he was like still alive, but he's dead, so."
All right, Let's go on to letter 3. Greg, you want to go? I mean, letter 2. Greg.
All right, letter.
You're next. You don't have.
I'm next.
You don't have to do letter 2. We can go in order, or you can jump around.
I'll go in order. I already read the title, and I already had to figure out this acronym. I realized that after the fact.
Oh, can you tell us the acronym when you come
It's
to it?
BIL, but am I the asshole
brother-in-law?
for demanding to go through my brother-in-law and his girlfriend's bags if they are staying with us? Am I the asshole for demanding?
I'm just gonna say yeah already. Okay,
Right?
go ahead.
She might have a good argument.
Maybe. Well, she or he. We're assuming.
Oh, right.
Gigi.
You're right.
We're assuming pronouns. I have a pretty severe dairy allergy. I love that. I break out in hives, struggle to breathe, and have to carry 2 EpiPens with me everywhere. If I get any dairy in my system, I'll end up in the ER. Sounds like my best friend. When my fiance and I moved in together 2 years ago, we set strict rules for our home because of my allergy. The big one is that no one is allowed to bring anything that contains dairy into our house ever, no matter what. My brother-in-law started dating his girlfriend a year and a half ago. They came to visit us for the first time a year ago, and my fiance made sure that my brother-in-law explained my allergy to his girlfriend and our no dairy rule. 2 days into their stay, she bought dairy products and cooked lunch for herself when we weren't home. I ended up in the ER because of cross-contamination. The same situation happened 2 more times with her. 2 more times. This one wants to kill you. The brother-in-law is planning a new trip to visit us, and his girlfriend wants to come too. We came up with what we believe is a good compromise. She came and stayed at our place, but we will look through her bags every time she comes back to our place. And if she doesn't accept that she can stay, then she can stay at a hotel or stay at home. Now, I am being called an asshole for treating her like a criminal, and that checking her bag is an invasion of privacy. Privacy! She's not TSA! What the fuck? So am I the asshole? I feel like I biased this. So am I the asshole for demanding to go through her bag if she is staying at my house?
I mean, if you're gonna cook dairy at someone who's allergic to it, that makes you a real monster. It just, it's just
Okay,
awful.
can we like bring an analogy? Like imagine you like go to your friend's house and you're like, I just want to cook meth. I just want to do it. Like you can't go through my bags for that.
I honestly, she should, if she, like, it is funny. Like, I agree with you that it does come off as, like, kind of intentional after a while.
Oh,
like,
3 times!
I would get it if it was, like, a one-time thing, and they'd be like, oh, my God, I fucked up. Like, wow, I learned my lesson, and then, like, that was it. But the fact that this is a constant thing.
Right?
Like, are they a fucking mouse or something? Like, they need cheese in order to keep going?
Because either this bitch is so stupid she doesn't know what dairy is, or she's doing it on purpose.
Maybe she keeps thinking.
It sounds like poisoning.
Now, to be fair, maybe she thinks that the person has a diary allergy, like she's allergic to secrets and stuff. So she's like, "Don't worry, I'll be open about you." But she's like, "We can talk about it over a glass of milk," you know. Just
Because like,
Invasion of privacy.
yeah.
because I'm just like, if I did something that put someone in the ER, like
Yeah.
I would feel so bad. I'd be sending her like gift baskets like for months and be feeling so bad.
Right.
Like I wouldn't do it again twice.
What if the gift basket accidentally contained dairy?
It wouldn't because I would go to the vegan allergy-free section. I've done this before.
Oh, okay.
Dana's
Classic
ready.
aisle.
I know where to get the good gift baskets for all of the dietary restrictions.
Okay.
Do they really have gift baskets in the allergy?
Oh
vegan
yeah,
aisle?
I have a friend that's vegan and gluten-free, and I found some pretty sweet gift basket.
And how many times have you sent them to the ER?
0 because I'm a
good.
good friend.
That's good. You're not an asshole.
No.
Now I could understand if like you made her poop her pants like once or twice. Like I get that. I've done that to my friends. It's fine. But sending to the ER, that's intense.
That is one of those things that you just don't forget. Like, that would live with me. Like, even if I wasn't doing it intentionally, like, that would live with me for the rest of my life. I'd be just, like, fucking traumatized by it. I'd be like, oh, fuck. Like, I'd probably be, like, washing my hands just to double check everything. Like, that would scare
I'd be
me.
like, bring your own pots and pans.
I'd be Googling, like, does Tide get out dairy residue off my clothes so that I could wash my clothes?
I didn't realize you could cross-contaminate like that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
I didn't know dairy left a residue like that.
I like the idea. I'd love it if they did like a Walter White where they're like taking off their clothes just so they can eat like a mozzarella cheese stick or something. That way they don't smell cheese.
They're in
on them.
hazmat suits.
Yeah, they're wearing hazmat suits.
But also, I feel
And
like
churning butter.
I feel like a girl that would do this multiple times probably also did not wash these dishes thoroughly and maybe even put them back.
What's her relationship with her brother-in-law? Like, do they hate each other? Like, I'm curious. Is he the asshole in this situation?
You know what? Is there a possibility that this woman is like extremely wealthy and like she, has like a will written out already, and they're like, just one bad wheel of cheese and all that money is ours.
This could be
you
a
know?
Saltburn situation. She has a fiance.
Now
he
we're
has
getting somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It all
It all traces back.
it all comes back. I like it. Now we're talking.
Killing someone with dairy.
Yeah,
Right.
That's one way to murder.
it is.
I listen to, go
But
ahead.
if you kill somebody, you don't get inheritance from it.
Sergeant Pepper with the milk.
You don't?
No.
Like if they get murdered, there's
No,
no
like
inheritance?
if you kill someone, you don't get a benefit from your crime.
Yeah, but
So
a
any
ju- is a jury-
inheritance.
What if they're in the
Oh,
will?
But is a jury going to convict you if you accidentally gave
Like that, there's definitely like some. If they can prove that it was intentional, there's at least some kind of like
that,
reckless manslaughter sort of thing
You
where
know,
it's like you were so negligent.
that guy in Saltburn killed a few people and he just lingered around and no one at any point pointed a finger at him. And you know what? He gets the stupid mansion. I guess you don't need to watch it
You just
anymore.
spoiled it.
Spoilers.
Yeah, no, thanks. I don't
You're gonna have to put a spoiler alert for Saltburn at the beginning of this
I'm not gonna
video.
lie, that's a weird way for this movie to go. Okay, but anyway,
So,
the theme for tonight is Saltburn.
are we saying so? We don't think she's the asshole.
No.
No.
I mean, she's not like saying you can't ever see me again. She's just saying if you're gonna stay in my house, you're gonna abide
Under
by
these
my
rules.
rules and do a back check.
Yeah, I think it's fair. And and if you're gonna complain about having your back checked, you know what? Go get a hotel.
Right? It's not like she's like, oh, I've never met you before, and I'm gonna rummage through your bags when you're away. It's like,
Yeah,
no, you've
it's
already.
like your second offense. Yeah.
She's a third timer.
Third. Yeah. Yeah.
Lock her up.
When you have a
didn't mean it like
when
that.
you have a track record of like bringing cheese and dairy into the house,
Yeah.
unfortunately you're gonna lose some rights.
Yeah, are you? Can someone be addicted to cheese? I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
Did you never see Wallace and Gromit?
I,
That bastard made a rocket just to eat cheese.
I couldn't marry a person
No.
that couldn't do cheese.
I feel like now I need to put that on my dating profile. It'd be like, do not swipe right if you're allergic
If you're
to any
allergic
of
to-
these foods
yeah.
because I can't stop eating peanuts
And I will cross
and
contact
cheese.
with
I'm gonna
Or
remind
kitchen.
myself.
Bread.
I'm gonna remind myself to update my dating profile so it says 420 and cheese friendly. If you wanna spark up,
Must like dairy
if you wanna,
Right.
in order to like
Dairy.
Hansel.
if you wanna
Dairy and
spark,
420 friendly.
Right. You don't have to eat it. You just can't be deathly allergic to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
wanna spark up a J or eat some pecorino, hey, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
That's how I describe my
Although
asshole.
I have always really wanted to like use an EpiPen on someone.
Dana, let's explore
Here's
that.
a chance. Well, maybe find someone. That's Dana's kink right
So
there.
Dana has a
Dana's
fetish?
Like, Dana's like purposely looking for people with like.
With peanut allergies.
Can I stab you? You ask for consent every time.
Right? It's like, well, you need it because you're about to go to anaphylactic shock. But I've always like wanted to like see it. Like, not that I want anyone to get hurt, but like the whole concept of an EpiPen is just so fascinating to me.
Can you blame Dana though? We're broadcasting this from a theater that's literally named after the action you take with an EpiPen.
Wow, we've come full circle.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Full circle moments.
I think I blame it on the girl I went to summer camp with when I was like 12 that was allergic to bees, and everyone was always like, okay, let's be ready when she gets stung by a bee.
Well, summer camp doesn't count because you're not going to see him again. You can do whatever you want.
Is that true?
Especially if you don't hit them with the EpiPen.
Summer camps are like Mad Max. There's no rules.
Are EpiPens like something that like anybody can carry? Like, do you have to have like?
You can carry them, but they're
prescription?
wicked. They are
Is it like
wickedly
is that
expensive.
Narcan or
Can I
like,
get a holster with
They
an
are kind of like
EpiPen in it?
Narcan. You can buy them for like $700 a pop. They're
wait,
stupidly
they're that much?
Oh, yeah,
that
they're
much,
expensive.
and they
And she has
expire.
two?
Yeah,
she
and
is
they,
rich.
Wait, they actually expire?
they expire.
Yeah.
So it's not just like I can buy like one and just keep it in my drawer
You
forever?
can technically keep it, but the pharmaceutical companies want you to keep buying. Down with pharmaceutical companies.
Well, obviously, I know they're going to want because Because if they didn't expire, then
Yeah.
then
I
they'd be
almost
turning
feel
a
that
profit.
like if they know it's gonna expire tomorrow, they like go eat some cheese today because we got to use this pin.
Carpe diem.
Might as well.
Yeah,
Get your money's worth.
exactly. $700. Okay, so she is not the asshole.
No.
The brother-in-law's girlfriend,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think the brother-in-law is also. kind
And
of
the
asshole.
brother-in-law?
Yeah, no. He keeps dating somebody who's trying to poison her.
He's enabling.
Yeah.
He's an
Wow.
enablist.
Is that
He is.
relationship gonna last? The
Oh,
brother and the
brother-in-law
girlfriend.
And the girlfriend.
I guess it depends on how hot she is and how dumb he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole hot dumb ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. All right, are we done with this one? We move on to
I
number
think
3.
so, yeah.
Dana, do you want me to go or do you want to go? Do you want to close out the show?
I'll read number 3.
You'll read number 3. Okay,
Okay.
go for it.
Am I the a-hole for insulting my husband for what he said about our daughter's boyfriend? My daughter, 17 female, recently started dating this boy, 17 male. He is her first boyfriend ever. He's genuinely one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Every time I see him interact with the coaches, his teammates, his opponents, my daughter, etc., it is always positive. He's just generally a very soft-spoken and kind individual, always positive and happy. I also say this with no ill intent, but he is fairly short and somewhat tubby, which is relevant to my husband's opinion. I already hate your husband. My husband told me that he didn't think my daughter's boyfriend was right for our daughter. He made comments about him not being man enough. I said that our daughter clearly loves him and he clearly loves our daughter and that I'm happy she's with someone we know is going to treat her right. My husband said that he would rather her be with a real man, not some short little gay kid.
So he's a Trump supporter.
Ooh. I got a little mad at this and said that, would you rather him...
What would you rather him be then?
There's a staple. Okay.
Okay,
It's
what would you
Spider-Man.
rather have him be then? Some big macho man that snaps at our daughter? He responded by saying that that would be better than some fat pansy.
Yeah, Trump supporter.
Wow.
Wow. I told him he was just being an annoying dick to the kid for no reason other than he doesn't think he's man enough for some stupid arbitrary reason and that he should be supporting our daughter. He said, if you're fine with our daughter dating a fucking pansy, so be it, I guess. He stormed off, and I've been reflecting on it and think maybe what I said was uncalled for as he has his own perspective on these things as a dad, and I should not have started throwing around insults as that does not fix this issue for our daughter and her boyfriend.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure
Dump him.
she's gaslighting herself.
She did, right?
Yeah, I've never seen someone
Like this letter just took a huge turn there at the end.
Right. The dad's like, I'm going to be homophobic and fatphobic against some guy that's super nice, but maybe she's the a-hole because she called me a dick.
like that is just no, because like I think we're all in agreement that the dad needs to kind of
The dad sucks.
Dana sniffed it out like in the first sentence. You're like, I hate the dad.
like it took me like a nanosecond. Like the second I got the info, I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, there's no redeeming this guy.
Well, it makes me think that, like, if the dad's listening to all the things that the mom and the daughter like about the boyfriend, he's going, "Aw, fuck, none of that's me. She wouldn't date me because I'm not nice and don't treat women well. And I got to think of a reason to hate him."
And she's willing to date a short king. We love that.
Right?
Do you think the daughter and the boyfriend stay together?
Oh, I think so.
I think
Love
so.
is love.
I think they're gonna move away to college.
I think so.
Go with no contact with the dad.
All three of them, no contact with the dad.
Yeah.
No, she and her boyfriend represent important things. She represents loving one for oneself, and he represents the lollipop guilt.
We love that for it.
So do we think that mom and dad both voted for Trump, or dad definitely?
Oh, Dad, of course. Oh my God.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
The fact that he's using the term pansy, I think that like.
Yeah, I haven't heard that since
It's
1978.
just such an old.
The Bad
like,
News Bears.
It's just such
Oh,
an
yeah.
old, dated like term. Like no one fucking really says that anymore.
He doesn't know how
Yeah.
the computer works anymore.
I only use it when I'm talking about the flowers and they have faces and they're so pretty.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's fine to use the term pansy when you're talking about
Right?
flowers.
Yeah, I think the last time I got called pansy was like in 7th grade, and it was like the gym teacher. It was that long ago.
I've been called unfortunately in my life, I've been called lots of offensive shit, but I'm glad the audience finds that funny,
I
but
almost said we can tell.
no, I've been called lots of offensive shit, but pansy I've never been called.
That's an old school slur.
It just
You know?
Right.
Yeah. You just haven't been in the right bar.
I think
Are
I've
they
been-
in the
I've-
South?
You haven't been to the South.
I honestly think I've been called ragamuffin more than I've been called pansy.
Ragamuffin?
Oh.
No, I definitely got that.
That's a word. I love that.
What
That's gonna be on my Grindr profile so fast.
if you could sit down and have a conversation with one person, would it be the mom or the dad?
The dad probably.
The dad? Do you think you can change the dad, or would it be about changing the dad or consoling the mom?
I think instead of talking to yeah, I'm fat and I'm effeminate, but I'm tall, so we kind of have that going on. So you got to find like common ground with him. Like, hey, I'm tall, you're tall. Let's talk about this. Like, well, clearly he's a judgmental asshole. So like, the height thing is definitely like, you got to find like a crossing ground with him. So I would probably talk with him just because why the hell not?
Dana, who would you want to have a talk with?
I don't know if I'd want to like have a conversation with either of them. More so as like observe a normal day in their household quietly with a notebook.
Oh.
Like something tells me like I've done a lot of therapy and learned a lot of really great terms, and I'm pretty sure I could use a lot of that on this couple, and it'd be great.
Yeah.
And then I just share my diagnosis in a PowerPoint with the family, like at dinner the next day. It'd be great.
Would dinner be awkward?
Oh yeah, but it would be fun for me.
What would you serve for dinner? Would it have dairy?
Well, with this guy, it probably has to have red meat.
Of course.
Right? And a beer
Yeah.
in a can.
What's like a Pabst Blue Ribbon maybe?
You're giving Pabst Blue Ribbon a bad name.
I've learned one thing is like Pabst Blue Ribbon is like a weirdly spectrum beer. I've only ever seen like racist rednecks or queer people drink it.
Really?
I swear to God.
I don't drink anymore,
at the gay bar in my old town, Pabst Blue Ribbon was all the rage there. And I just assumed it was a queer thing, but then I'm like, no, because I've seen rednecks like love it.
Yeah.
So it's just this. It's like honestly, if there was ever a way, like if you were to ever make a peace negotiation between gays and rednecks, it would be through Pabst
Yeah.
Blue Ribbon.
He's definitely not drinking like a lager. Or
He's not drinking a Bud Light.
He's not drinking a
He's not-
craft.
He's not drinking
beer.
a craft beer. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. He definitely didn't pick
he's not-
something up at the brewery.
You don't
No.
think he's drinking a Cosmopolitan or something or a Manhattan?
He might be. I think he's gay. You guys.
Oh, are we missing
I
the
think he's a
obvious?
faggot.
wait.
No, that's why I want to talk to the dad. I want to fist him so bad. Okay? I want to. I think he's going to be like, yeah, you fuck my pansy asshole. I know that's what he wants. You could tell. Although, you can tell. Okay?
All right. So, dad's gay.
Yeah, the mom, they're not fucking anymore. That's why she turned to Reddit. Okay? She wants other people's opinions. Okay? I know that for a fact.
Can you slide into DMs on Reddit?
You can.
You can.
Oh, absolutely.
You think anyone's sliding into mom's DMs here? Being
Not
like, hey.
moms, dads.
Oh, dads.
Absolutely. They're doing a background check. They're finding him. They're finding his work. They're doxing him.
No, it's the therapists that are sliding in the mom's DMs. They're like, honey, listen.
The river is a Nile. What is it?
The denial isn't just a river in Egypt.
Denial isn't just a river in Egypt. Or France? What was it? How does it go?
In Egypt.
No, but the joke is denial isn't just a river in France, because it's like not in France.
Because
It's in Egypt.
It's a,
Yeah,
liter-
it's
it's
in
a
Egypt.
literal joke.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't tell jokes.
No, I liked it. I just.
I don't know how to tell a joke. Should we go on to number 4? So, dad, asshole, mom. Can we save mom?
You can
And-
fist dad.
No, I'm.
I think
Oh,
the mom.
you want dad? All right.
No, but mom needs to be more confident because she's in the
Yeah.
right. Like she
Yeah.
absolutely is right, but she needs. But I felt bad for her, like that she's like kind of gaslighting herself. Like, no, you're in the right. Don't let this asshole.
If anything, she should have been more like, "Are you fucking kidding me? All of that is horrible. How dare you say that? Go to your room and think about what you've done."
Women are always right. That's what I'm learning from all these letters.
Have all the letters been women?
Yeah. They've
Right.
all been women.
Well, we need to talk to Nicole.
That really makes you think.
Well, let's see
Right.
what letter 4
Believe
is.
women.
Okay, I'm gonna read letter number 4. Letter 4. Am I fucked? Whoa, coming in hot.
That was me an hour ago.
Just an hour ago? You got here like an hour ago. Am I fucked? So, I recently downloaded Tor just for anonymous browsing normal sites, and my curious stupid ass searched guns and opened a couple of links for 2 stores and clicked on different web pages, saw some stuff that they sell and closed. I have JavaScript enabled, a fucking ad blocker extension added, and did that with Chrome open with a plenty of active tabs with my accounts open. So should I burn my laptop now and disappear? No, seriously. What is the case now? Is that the end of the letter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's Tor?
What is Tor?
Have y'all ever used it?
No, what's Tor?
I'm vaguely familiar.
I've used it to download free shit off the internet.
Oh,
like
is that
books.
what it is?
I use it for that, but other people you can use it for a lot of stuff. It's for anonymous, so you can go in like the dark web and find all your
Ooh.
weird shit.
Uh-huh.
But no, it's a thing. But just to like, answer this person's very specific question, I don't think he knows what the fuck. I don't think he knows how a computer works. He thinks one app and a different app can interact in that way, and it's really hard to make those two things talk to each other. Like, no, I think this guy is fine. Okay.
Probably, like, in all honesty, I would probably just respond with, "Have you tried turning your computer off and on again?" Like that. You know, I don't mean to go full IT crowd.
No, I do tech support, and it's yeah.
There have been like I remember for a good period of time, my grandparents always thought I was like some tech whiz, and I definitely have some I definitely know some computer stuff, but I'm far from like a tech person. But just a lot of their problems are just like common sense shit. So I do it, and they're like, "Oh my god, fucking Bill Gates over here." Like,
something tells me that this guy's anxiety. I think he's a cancer. I think that's an astrological sign.
as a cancer, I definitely.
You agree? Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay,
He
but
probably just watched The Matrix or something.
Exactly.
He's a little like on edge right now.
but my question is like, are these like illegal stores, or is this just like he just was browsing like incognito and went to like a gun
If
store?
he's like going to a gun store on Tor, is this like the black market?
You can
like
get,
buying stuff
you
with
can get
silencers?
bombs. Yeah, he can
What?
get bombs. He
Okay.
can get like weapons of mass destruction. I mean, with the right amount of money. Okay, like
And they'll just send it to you in the
accomplished.
mail, or like
Well,
you go pick it up.
you probably do like a
Like you pick
weird,
up a package on the corner of 21st and L.
I remember someone told me that the key to ordering. I shouldn't actually say.
You're like, that's not something to put on the internet.
I'll talk about it on my Patreon.
On your close friends.
If someone should, because I realized right away, I was like, no, I don't think I've ever actually been on the dark web myself. I believe it or not, I cross my heart, hope to die. I have not. I have ideas of what it is. Like I've seen, like my friends have shown me stuff, but like a lot of the stuff that they showed me is just like links that just don't really like work anymore. Like that dude who just got pardoned, Ross. I think his name's Ross Ulrich or something. But he ran a site called Silk Road where people could use it to buy stuff like drugs and stuff, and then feds.
You buy like Hitman on Silk Road.
Could you?
Yeah.
I only
Why do you know that, Jesse?
Because I watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube. Haven't you heard my joke about the stuff I watch on YouTube when I'm high? You don't pay attention to my sets.
I pay attention. I haven't heard your set in a while. You told me earlier. You were like, I haven't seen you in a month.
Okay, all right. Dana, you were nodding your head vigorously back
I don't
there.
know. I just feel like this guy is using all these words so he knows something about computers in a like nerd kind of way, and I think he's just anxious. And I'm just thinking there are probably so many like Second Amendment nuts out there who are looking up way worse stuff who like nobody gives two shits about because they're not worth it. I don't think some dumb nerd kid who accidentally made a bad choice to search guns on this browser is gonna get.
He's probably a
pinged.
13-year-old kid.
I can honestly say, like, because I've done that before, where I'll try to trick the browser. I'll just be like, hey, how would someone accidentally create a bomb, and just see if it can like just accidentally like stumble into the Like, I should say, full disclosure, I don't want to make bombs by any chance.
Not yet.
I bomb plenty enough on stage. I don't need to make. Trust me, I don't need to make bombs.
Well, that's
Not with that attitude.
I know, right? But
that's why every time I look up stuff for video games on like how to kill people or use weapons,
Oh yeah.
I always type in the name of the video game first,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, Call of Duty. How do I napalm someone?
Well, Dana, like with comics, like there's so many. How many times have you sent a text message that said, "I killed, I murdered tonight"? Do you? Or
oh yeah,
have you guys
done
never,
that.
have you guys never killed or murdered? Or
I
what?
remember one Christmas, my grandmother, because I generally asked her for it because I was curious about it, but she bought me a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook,
Oh.
and like I still
That's an
have
ally.
it. I still have it. So I think she just heard the word cookbook, and for anyone who doesn't know, it shows you how to like make a lot of illegal.
Can you still
shit.
buy those? Can you,
You
buy
can buy
it?
What's funny is the guy who made it is like a born again Christian, and he actually fought to get it like removed, but the courts ruled against him because it's like the book's
Yeah.
just out
Or
there.
for your freedom of speech.
Yeah, and so but the guy's like hella Christian, and he like absolutely is against it. I think I read that a lot of the info in it like just doesn't work anymore or something, or there's like some like info that just isn't up to date. So I don't know, like obviously he's not updating it because he doesn't like it, but I imagine that's like obviously if it was like super super harmful, I doubt you could easily just buy it off of fucking Amazon, but who knows?
And
Who
it's
knows?
and it's not like anybody can make a second version because it's copyrighted and he's
Sure.
still alive. So
I think Adam Sterling would definitely be able to make a second version. Okay, shout out to him. He would know.
I would just love that like copyright lawsuit where the guy who wrote the original one is like, you took too much of my language and I'm suing you for copyright infringement.
He would win. He would win too. This guy, do you think? I don't think he voted for Trump. Or do you
I
think
don't
he
think he
did?
can vote. I think he's too young. He has not voted yet. His
No.
balls haven't dropped. He is too scared. He just like had a panic attack. He's
I
like,
don't-
"Oh my god, they're coming after me."
It does kind of come off as like a young kid.
Yeah.
I think like this is the kind of kid like he knows Minecraft stuff, but he doesn't know like
Oh, he definitely plays Minecraft.
yeah like
He's like, "I know JavaScript."
yeah like you but this kind of comes off as a kid who like has heard these terms before and like knows that obviously clicking like spam and ads is gonna like fuck with your computer. I think that's kind of more what he's going for. But obviously, he doesn't want to come off as like some stupid kid, so he's throwing in a bunch of like buzzword bullshit to come off as adult.
This kid would not have survived the LimeWire era.
No, he would have. His head would have exploded because he would have been like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna download In the End by Creed." Like it's just gonna.
It's got the bonus songs. It's got the demos. It's got the demo versions.
Yeah,
And I feel like if you're only gun curious, you probably didn't vote for Trump.
Right? Right.
Because if you did, you would have known how to like chalk a 9 gauge since you were like I don't even know the right words.
You were struggling.
I was like, what do you do with it?
Dana did not vote for
I
Trump.
saw your brain. The wheels were turning. All right. So not an asshole, but dumb.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he's fucked in life. Okay, he said, "Am I fucked?"
I will be a little because I've been kind of nasty and rude. I will stand up for the kid a bit and say I think he's just like someone needs to just teach him. He needs a good role model. Or
He's gonna go to a state school. He's gonna live a normal life.
Yeah, no, it's just. Well, I'm not saying like send him to a farm upstate or anything. I'm saying like, just like you just need. I think the parents just need to pay more closer. Like, just see what the kid's up to. Like,
He's
That
hard.
parent blocker.
He's probably hardly the first kid who's done something like this,
Right.
or will he be the last?
Yeah. So
No,
we're gonna take it easy on this kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch, he ends up being like 27
Yeah,
years old.
he's some
All
guy
right.
in
Well,
his 30s.
that's our letter. You get to keep these, by the way. These are yours to keep. Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. Greg, you got any shows coming up you want to plug? We're getting ready to wrap it up here.
I do
Oh,
actually
shit.
have a show to promote. if
All right.
that's
Well,
cool.
while Greg's looking, go ahead and promote yours.
So
Oh,
me.
you got one coming up, right? Gigi.
Yes, I do. Sorry, I don't know why I thought you were talking to Dana all of a sudden. I do actually. Next week on the 19th, me and the rest of the lovely group Trans Sketchual will be putting on a all-trans sketch comedy show at Comedy Spot. Tickets are available online. I'm actually wearing a costume from one of the skits right now.
I
So-
have a Transschedule shirt.
That's awesome. I have one as well, and funny enough, it's in my closet. So
That's kind of funny.
it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Transchedule, you, Heather, Jack.
Frankie, lovely Frankie in the audience, and then our lovely friend Derek as well.
All right, awesome.
It is a lot of just all lovely queer, non-binary, trans folks. We're very funny. It is definitely a show you don't want to miss.
Okay. Dana, you got anything coming up?
Yeah, I'll be here next Saturday. I'm going to be in Scene Kids at 9 o'clock. It's not the normal Scene Kids weekend.
Why is it not normal Scene Kids?
Oh, because of Pride stuff going on. So it was,
Okay.
but
Still?
so, or I don't know.
It's the whole
All I
month.
know that
whole
all I know
summer.
it was
the whole
pushed
month.
back a week. So if you're looking for Scene Kids this month, it's next Saturday, and then I'll also be doing Power Play at 10 o'clock.
So Scene
Hell
Kids
yeah.
is normally this night, but it's
Correct.
not this night this time.
Correct.
Because like when we moved to this night, I was excited that we were after Scene Kids now. And then I walked in, I was like, the Chafe? No, I love the Chafe too, but yeah. Okay, awesome. Greg, did you find your stuff?
Yeah, I did. For
do you got?
shows here in Sacramento. For
Oh,
this
you're
month,
all over the place, huh?
I'm all over the place.
Noise.
I went to
Guy,
Lodi
you
yesterday.
riding your bike?
Ride my bike. Riding something else. I went. So this June 22nd, I'll be doing the Dark and Darker show at Punchline. Mark Mabel's show. I'm very excited. You get to see how amazing and autistic he is. I'm excited.
I'm Mark Maple.
Exactly.
Okay, that's my.
And then
I can
I'll-
do a really good Mark Maple impersonation.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
I got you.
And then I'll be back here at Stab with Suzette Minetti show on the June 28th
Oh, that's a fun
for
show.
STFU. So I'm very excited.
Do you
for
know
that.
what song you're doing, or is that a surprise? You can't say.
Do
you have a couple?
No clue. There's a couple of songs that I really
What's
like.
one of them you're thinking about?
I'm not gonna spoil it, Jesse. You're gonna have to come to
Not
the
coming.
show.
This is some exclusive shit right here.
Do you know how many times guys have said they're not coming and they definitely came?
I know.
Okay. I have. I can't think of anything I'm going to be in, but I'm producing this Thursday at the Callback Bar, the Mike Wreckers showcase, and then.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I saw the lineup.
Did you see the lineup?
Yeah.
Fire.
That looks like a good lineup.
Thank you. You should buy a ticket. And then July 14th, Sabota Me is in the big room at the Punchline. Rhoda, who was just here on the previous show, is headlining that show. Rhoda, Lourdes, Amber Ellis, Testicles. I'm not even going to try to say.
Every Latina in Sacramento to do the show. I'm impressed.
Do you think they'd say no? It's a good show. It's a good
It's a
show.
good show. It's a
Yeah.
good room. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
big shoe.
I'm really proud of that show. And so that will be in the big room. And that's about it. Follow me, JR2Ill, on Instagram. Greg, what's your
Yeah, you can
handle?
follow me at the Greg Depression. I hope that's not too soon.
Gigi?
On Instagram, I'm GG_Blitzer.
Yep. Dana?
If you don't know me in person, you can't follow me. Sorry.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming out. That's our show. We'll see you guys next month.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Jesse.
Alrighty, that was Dear Abby WTF, and that was our evening of programming. Come back tomorrow for Stab Jam at 7 o'clock. It's an open improv jam, all levels, all skills, experience. And then 8 o'clock, the arena returns. The summer season of the arena kicks off tomorrow. We're pretty sure. But check it out. Or check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays. And we stream everything we do. Have a good night, everybody.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.